In a world shaped by imagination, where every block becomes part of a story, there are places that aren't built to impress. They're built to make you feel. Beyond towering castles, beyond forgotten ruins, and beyond ancient portals, there is a place where time seems to slow. Not because it has stopped, because it no longer needs to rush. And there, hidden amongst winding paths and gentle streams, a fantasy garden begins to bloom. It's not defined by a single flower or one perfect tree. It's the harmony between everything, every colour, every leaf, every quiet corner. Together, they become something greater than the sum of their parts. The breeze moves softly through the branches. Light filters between the leaves. Flowers sway gently, not because they have somewhere to be, but because they're simply responding to the world around them. Nothing here feels forced. Nothing competes for attention. Everything exists together, in balance. As you wander deeper into the garden, you begin to notice details that you almost missed. Tiny flowers growing between the stones, vines wrapping gently around old walls, lanterns glowing beneath shaded trees, a quiet bench overlooking a peaceful pond, small things that become unforgettable once you truly notice them. Maybe that is what makes places like this so special. They remind us that beauty isn't always found in the biggest moments. Sometimes it's hidden inside the smallest ones. A sunrise, a conversation, a kind word, a single moment of peace in an otherwise busy day. Gardens don't become beautiful overnight. They grow slowly, patiently, one seed at a time. And maybe we're not so different. We often expect ourselves to have everything figured out, to grow faster, to know every answer, to always keep moving forward. But growth doesn't work that way. Some seasons are filled with blossoms, others are spent quietly growing beneath the surface where no one else can see. Both are equally important. There are days when life feels overwhelming, when your thoughts seem louder than everything around you, when you're unsure whether you're making progress at all. But remember, progress isn't always visible. Just because you can't see change, it doesn't mean it isn't happening. Roots grow long before flowers bloom. And perhaps that's what this garden quietly teaches us. Patience, not just with the world, but with ourselves. Every path here leads somewhere different. Some are bright and open, others disappear beneath trees, asking you simply to trust where they lead. Life often feels the same. We don't always know what's waiting around the corner, yet somehow we keep walking. There is courage in that, more courage than we often give ourselves credit for. As you continue exploring, the garden feels less like a destination and more like a reflection, not of perfection, but of possibility. Every flower that blooms here once began as something almost invisible, a tiny seed placed in the ground with hope, nothing more, nothing less. Dreams often begin the same way, quiet, fragile, easy to overlook, but with enough care, enough patience, and enough belief, they slowly become something extraordinary. So, if there's something you've been working towards, something that feels distant or impossible, remember this garden. Remember that beautiful things rarely happen all at once. They happen gradually, one small step, one quiet moment, one day at a time. Take a moment to breathe, to appreciate how far you've already come, not how far you still have to go, because every journey deserves kindness, especially the one that you're taking through your own life. Sometimes the greatest thing we can do is stop measuring our progress against everyone else's. Flowers don't bloom together. Trees don't grow at the same speed, yet somehow a forest is still beautiful. Maybe we're meant to be the same, growing in our own time, finding our own light, becoming who we're meant to become, without needing to rush the process. And as the sun begins to settle, the garden glows in a different way. Golden light rests across every leaf. Every flower seems just a little brighter. The air feels warmer, calmer, as if the world itself is quietly saying, "You've done enough for today." The garden remains behind you, peaceful, patient, always growing, always waiting. A reminder that life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. And perhaps that's the greatest wonder of all. Not the flowers, not the trees, not even the garden itself, but the hope that no matter where you are today, you still have room to grow tomorrow. Before you continue your own journey, remember that even gardens need time to rest between seasons. You don't have to be productive every moment. Sometimes the quietest pauses are where the strongest growth begins. As you leave this garden behind, take a little bit of its peace with you. A reminder that growth takes time, dreams deserve patience, and hope is worth holding on to, even on the difficult days. If you'd like to join a community that shares these creations and be a part of future builds, there's a link to the Discord in the pinned comment below. And remember, speaking up is strength. Whether you're celebrating a good day or struggling through a difficult one, your voice matters and you never have to face it alone. Until next time, keep creating, keep dreaming, and keep believing that even the smallest seed can one day become something extraordinary. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed.